So our next comic, she's a writer, a poet, a drummer, a comic, and more. Can you be anything more than that? Is there anything left to do in the world? She has performed from Denver to Delaware and Southern California to South Carolina. Now she's so organized, she even types her cards up just like Paula. She's making people laugh. Oh, what did she say? She says, making people laugh comes naturally to her, even before she says anything. Put your hands together for the very funny Chrystine Julian.
One of the worst feelings in the world is to walk up in front of an audience and before you say anything, they all laugh. Because you know your fly is open, and if you look, it's only going to get worse. You know, I do a lot of things besides comedy, but I got into comedy because it didn't actually work out as a sex worker. I propositioned somebody, they laughed. I said, okay, I'll try some jokes. What the hell? I'm also a drummer. I'm not really a good drummer, but I live in an apartment complex, and it's a great way to meet your neighbors, especially at 2 a.m. Man, they'll be right there hanging on. Hi there. I'm new to the neighborhood. I like my apartment complex, but I've had to change the way I cook lately. The landlord replaced the smoke detector. Yeah, my apartment's kind of funky. I keep all of it. This is something new, actually. But I keep all my plants in the refrigerator now. I know that sounds weird, but I figured, what the hell? All the plants were brown, and all the crap in the fridge was green and growing. Why not give it a shot? You know, and I'm very creative in the kitchen. I like to do things like, well, use whatever you've got available. So I'll make a peanut butter and chocolate pudding sandwich on a rye. It's actually pretty good, and I like to fake myself out. I'm one of those people, I'll eat my bread from the middle of the loaf, and so when you get down to the end, you got 2 heels left. And rather than making a peanut butter and whatever sandwich between 2 heels, I'll turn them inside out so it looks like a normal sandwich on the outside. And for some reason, I just feel better about that stuff. You know? I guess I should have known I was going to do comedy when I was young, because I like to mess with my mom. Things like alphabets can be a whole lot of, well, it's a kick. Hey Mom, there's a bug in my cereal. She comes running over and C-B-U-G. And she slaps you on the back of the head, you know, walks up. And say, Mom, is that a word? F-U-C-E? Here, have some grapefruit. You know, what is it with the F-word stuff? This is something I don't get. A lot of places, when you can't say the F-word, you can say F-word. Now, you know what F-word means. I know what F-word means. When I say F-word, you've spelled it out in your mind, probably in all caps. I have moved it from my mind to yours, but it's somehow better because it didn't go through the air. I think what we need to do is to simplify it, is simply change the grammar, and from now on, we'll just make up a new rule. The F is silent. And so you can look at somebody and go, up you, up, mother rocker, no problem whatsoever. Hey, in addition to that, I do some artwork. More doodles. I like to play on the computer in my drawing programs, that sort of thing. I was showing a friend some of my artwork, something I created, and she goes, wow, now that's art. The F is silent. It can be tough to be a comic. It's much harder than being a musician. For example, if you're a musician, You can do a cover song. Alright? You can't do cover jokes. You can't do tribute jokes and do the same joke every week and call it a collection of hits. You know? And if I carried this up on stage as a musician, it's called sheet music.